Hi.
25 months of saving shats for treat races Leland King's Leland hero.
Yo, Danny, thank you for the 25 months. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Hero is freaking the fuck out right now. He is like, I know you are streaming. I know I deserve treats. I know it. How are y'all doing, y'all? Hello, hello. Oh, Zuma has found it. I knew the minute I typed it in Discord, people were going to find it. Hey, we got some new emotes. There's actually two of them. One of them, the way more important one. Little into H in the chat to spam H. Spam H is to tell your wife you love her. Shout out to Mona Me. I don't know if Mona's actually here right now just yet, but you can spam H's in the chat for Meg. I'm a fan of the old H's too. You can do whichever H you want, but shout out to Mona for making our H emote. Little into Ow. Why isn't that the new emote, Ryan? I have the image and everything. Tony, don't worry. It's also saved on my desktop. I know it's saved on your desktop. It's also saved on my desktop. I see it every day when I open my my laptop. Giddy is good too. Giddy's good too. Mona made that one as well. Just a quick little moment from Slay the Princess. Let's just let's switch to this screen. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Welcome to stream. Hello, everybody. Sorry, I got a new desktop background. How are y'all doing today? How are y'all doing? Hope you're having an excellent day. Welcome to stream. Happy Wednesday. I need to give the dogs some treats before they exclamation D20 by the way. Before they freak out. Hello, how's your day going? New episode of Game Changer? Yeah. On a completely unrelated note, new episode of Game Changer was so freaking funny, dude. Holy crap. What a show. I'm so happy the show is being made. All right, we got dog treats from Zuma, Gelliff, Rosie, Oliver, Danny, and Carly. Shake. Good boy. Shake. Good boy. Okay, I gave them each an extra treat because you guys can't see them. I'm sorry you can't see them. Game Changer's on fire this season. We're 3 for 3. Who's surprised? Not me. 3 for 3. What a firm handshake. He's a business doggo. He's a business doggo. Ugh. How are y'all doing? Hello, welcome. Happy Wednesday. Hi, A Kodros. How's it going? I just pieced together, thanks to a Patreon message, that A Kodros is one of our new Patreon supporters. I didn't know the username thing. So, hi, A Kodros. Welcome in. I told my wife I'm hoping for another Sam Says this season. That'd be awesome. I'm hoping for another take a different show and do it in the style of Game Changer. Like they've done like Survivor, they've done The Circle. I would love that. How are you, Ryan? I'm pretty good today. Pretty good. I've had a really productive morning. Now, some of you guys are on my shit list, you know, because I had my Discord DMs down to 11 and now it's 15. So that's not, you know, it was supposed to go down, but
23 is the smallest odd prime that is not a twin prime.
on an unrelated note, what is a twin prime? I've had a good morning. I've had a productive morning. I worked on my DMs today and got some stuff knocked out. That was good. I really desperately needed to do that. Hi Nico. Hello. Yeah, I'm excited to play some Satisfactory. Doing pretty well. You're basically Sisyphus. I should just answer my freaking DMs when they come in, but I don't do it. I'm so cold right now. The one problem with having the standing desk is when I'm standing, I don't put the blanket around me like I do when I'm... like I do when I'm sitting. Gecko Guy, thanks so much for the follow. You need a stream robe? I sure do not need a stream robe. This is already the fakest job of all time. I sit in a room in our house and play video games, talking to no one. I don't need to do it while also sitting in a robe. Need a Snuggie? How about a stream cape? Now that's an idea. Okay, I turned the blanket the other way. I'm doing the bath towel thing with it. That actually looks pretty good. Snuggie to look like a real cult leader. Hi, Nari, by the way. How's it going? Fashionista. That's me. One of the guys I work with has a blanket with suspender-like straps for his standing desk. You've just given me an amazing idea. Okay, I don't remember if these are... Are these the suspenders from our wedding, by the way? I don't remember. I don't think so. This could work, though. Meg said something about an art project. Meg, are you going to tell him what you're working on? Let me see if I can get this set up. Meg said... I'm almost done with my art project. Megan has been working really hard on the art project, a certain art project around our house. Should we hint at what you're doing, Meg, or no? The custom postcards from my spontaneous charity stream. Yeah! So Megan has been hard at work for like 3 days. Making custom postcards for all of the people who donated to the... oh, there's the person of the hour. Hi, Mona. For all the people who donated to our spontaneous charity stream when I ran on the treadmill a while back. She has been working hard. I've been really honestly amazed at what she has managed to pull off for a lot of posts. There, there were a good amount of you who donated. I don't know how many it was. Yo, can we get some little into hearts in chat? Or, you know what? Never mind. Can we get some little into H's in chat? For Mona, who's here, the new emote made by our friend artist Mona, as well as Giddy. Look at the waves of H's in the chat. The waves of H's. What an awesome emote. Thank you, Mona. It looks great. And we have some other stuff cooked up too that I'm excited to show you eventually. But the H looks great. What are we Hing for, though? The H's stand for Megan, for telling her you love her. Okay, I have pulled it off. My suspender's now attached to my blanket. It's kind of like, look! It stays with you even when it comes apart. It's honestly amazing. Honestly amazing. Tony says remove the pants, add some risk for today's stream. I like my job. I'm not trying to get fired or banned. Patent pending, by the way. I kind of always, like growing up, I kind of always thought all the old dudes who wore suspenders with their pants, kind of fearsome. I feel like if you're wearing suspenders, I'm a little scared to talk to you. You know? Something about suspenders makes you unapproachable. My grandpa wore suspenders every day I saw him. It was always these old carpenter dudes at the Masonic Lodge who had suspenders. One guy I knew had suspenders that they were like a yardstick pattern because he was a carpenter, and it was like measuring and all that shit. So, am I going to get banned for this? I don't know. It depends. What did you do? What did you do? Uh-oh, I don't think that link worked. For some reason, that link is not working. Oh, there it is. Am I going to get banned for this? Let's find out. The no sound is just fantastic. No, you're not going to get banned for this. This is not even top 15 most this is not top 100 most damning clips I've ever had taken of me. Not even close. It's kind of like Thank you for clipping though. Thank you for clipping. How are y'all doing today? How's your day going so far? I'm very excited to play some Satisfactory for you, but first we have cards to open. We have a clip of Ryan twerking on a chair and humping the air. Is it more damning to hump the air or the ground? I think it's more damning to hump the ground. You know? By damning, I mean embarrassing, awkward, weird, strange. I think it's like kind of. Let's run an experiment to decide. I think humping the air, it's possible to imagine what you might be imagining humping. And so it's like, fine. Humping the ground, you're just humping carpet. Like, that's not. Let us see, dog? No, not for free. I mean, head on over to Patreon maybe, but Tactical Fluke says you should take away my VIP from Breath of the Wild, by the way. You know what? Because of your honesty, keep it for another day. How about that? Keep it for another day. Most people are like, don't touch my VIP. I won't say anything about it. But Tactical Fluke was like, teacher, I don't deserve it. We had homework, teacher, and I didn't do the homework. And because of that, A+ on your homework. Has anyone else noticed that Tony and Mars are awfully eager to see Ryan hump? Can I say? Hey, I'm on Patreon. You haven't got anything like that on there yet. Megan, later we need to film a humping the ground, humping the air video. You hold the camera. I'll do the humping. Hi, Deku. How's it going? Something about suspenders. I have them on like crooked or something, but something about suspenders just makes me feel fancy. Are suspenders like an awesome fashion choice? I think they might be. Maybe I should wear suspenders every day. I'm really turning into my grandpa. Anyways, how's your day going? Let's get some cards opened. Apparently, I have a trade to look at too. Interesting. Is this gonna be Tony with a crappy trade suggestion? What? We'll find out. Let me run a little prediction for you guys. Fart, shit, or pink? Question mark. You get 2 minutes to predict. Go for it. What a quote, Mars. What a quote. That's great. 1697. We're 3 away from the next big one. That's true. That's true. Gelif wants a pack of cards. Let's freaking go. Okay, so while we're here, predictions live. We've got some cards to open. We got a Gelif, we got a Cog Space, we got a Cassie. Let's get a Head Grows Back in there. We got a Mr. Fist. We got a. There's 3 Cog Spaces. Wow. There's 4 Cog Spaces. Holy shit. We'll get a Cypher in there. That's what we got. First, though, let's take a look at this trade. A closed trade completed. Oh, nice. Toucan, by the way. Nice. Oh, shit. Cams wants to sub. Didn't I get a pack from Fresh Air Friday? You did. We probably opened it forever ago. Unless the pack is locked, these days, we just open the pack on stream. So your most let's take a look. Your most 5 recent cards, date opened, newest to oldest, were pre-stream Pregnant, Hamilton the Boar, Forest, Bonk, and Biblically Accurate. Oh, I'm sorry, Elo. Yeah, unfortunately, we started to the point where if you can now lock a pack. So recently we've been doing, unless the pack is locked, I'm gonna open it on stream. Sorry about that. Ryan, I think you forgot to give me my 10 packs from Fresh Air Friday. I'll check my notes real quick. I don't think that's true. All right, we got some packs to open. Gelif, Cams. Let's do it. Cams, thank you very much for the gifted subs, by the way. Little into hearts. Meg says she's at 49,600 shats. Holy shit. Rosie Posey wants a pack of cards. Catilla says, never mind, I'm not reading that out loud. You forgot my 10 packs from being your wife? Yikes. I feel cantankerous in these things. I feel like I should be working on my lawn and also yelling at kids to get off of it at the same time. I feel grumpy for reasons I can't understand. I feel... I was about to say racist. Never mind. We're opening packs. We're opening packs. That's what we're up to. That's what we're up to. Rosie Posey gets a pack of cards. Let's go. Let's go, Rosie Posey. Let's go. Let's go. Minus the Justice for Socks thing. All right, Gelif. What are you looking for? We know you have a master's degree. You don't have to say cantankerous. Listen, it's a fun word. Partner, partner, pink, partner, maybe, partner, and also look at my nice sauce. Oh, I got a trade request. Look at that sauce. I want this as a poster. Other ones as well, but especially this one. Duly noted. It's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. All right, Gelif. We got a Forest. 66 out of 100. That's 1/6 away from being absolutely cursed. Same. Hi, Mona. Mona, how's it going today? The emote looks so good, by the way. Biblically accurate. Gelif just used the Giddy emote. Can I tell you something, Gelif? When Mona sent me that emote, I was like, ooh, I like this. Giddy is a great name for it. I also think you could use it as, like, greedy. Just a little, like... You know what? Actually, fuck it. Here's what we'll do. Here's what we'll do. Somebody clip this. We can make a separate greedy emote. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Was that clear? Was that clear? Was that... Did that work? Does that look greedy to you? Haunting? Great. Love it. Big fan. Why do you want to be greedy in suspenders? What can I say? I didn't serve in World War II for... Nothing. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to act 90 years old. Terrifying. Isn't that just little in the frick? Little in the hee-hee, sorry. All right. 2 cards done. Oh! Ikilos. Stoner alert. Wee-oo, stoner alert. Creative stalling. Holy shit, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. Hold up. Let me grab my Discord real quick. I got to message Luke about something. Iculus says I'm clean for months. That's correct. That's correct. Sorry about that. I didn't mean that in a bad way. I apologize if I meant more a card you're more interested in. Tony really wants me to use this siren noise. No one has ever been as big of a fan of a clip as Tony is of the siren noise. No one has ever. I want the siren noise too. You say that. Tony played it. Oh. Oh. Is it playing? Tony muted it. Next card. Great Treat Race. Siren Clip is also my favorite. There it is. Wee-oo, wee-oo. Stoner alert. Wee-oo, wee-oo. Is that playing for you guys or just for me? Oh no, it only plays for me. Because it depends on the Okay. Hold up. I can fix this for you, Tony. I can fix this. Okay, Tony, send me a message so I can fix it later. I have to redirect the audio through one of the sources for the mod overlay to make sure you guys can hear it at all times. I can fix that so that it will always play sound played on the mod overlay. But I'll need to do it later because it's kind of complicated. Okay, anyways, final card. Wee-oo. Is that what the fuck? Do you guys know I have a master's degree, by the way? 2 creative stallings in 1 pack. Golden. That's weird. Cat Rushing is here, by the way. Hell yeah, Cat. You'll get yours in just a couple. Exclamation Snoop. Okay. Let's do cams. What's cams looking for today? I forgot to start a timer, so I'll just start a timer on my 10 more minutes. Looking for Outer Wilds to convince me to continue playing. We'll get you something Outer Wilds. Yeah, I got you. Here you go. Little into partner. That's not quite the same thing. Cards. Queen Meg. We're staying bronze so far. Kingsley rookie. Is this a shit pack? Is it time? It is time. On the day we get the new emo. Incredible. H is in the chat. H to tell your freaking wife. Meg says, dang it. No, this is a sign of respect. Trust me. Oh, you're saying dang it because you voted pink. I get it. Choose outcome. Oh, yeah, we got a shit pack already. All right, we'll run it back for a 30-second prediction starting in just a second. My points. I'm so sorry, Meg. Okay, new prediction. I should really get a 10-minute timer. The only one I have is this, which is a 15-minute timer. Actually, that's fine. We'll do that. We'll do 7.5 more minutes. H stamp seems borderline disrespectful. No. It's the cards that did it, not me. Okay, Rosie Posey, what are you looking for? Justice for Socks, but also Outer Wilds. I can get you an Outer Wilds, probably. How about Lost in the Sauce? Burnt Marshmallows, there you go! Oh my god, Cams, go to the website. Send Rosie Posey 37 a request for a trade. Because Rosie has 2 burnt marshmallows. You can totally just trade one. You better give something good, but you can do it. Oh! Card gods, we're up to gold. And a white exclamation forest in the chat. Great pack. Holy shit. Great pack. I only had time to bet like 20 shats on the second prediction. Yeah, the 30-second predictions are really, really short. Does Gelif have a second pack? Is that true? Okay, cat rushing. No idea, but I'm just happy to be here. And we're happy to have you. You've gotten to silver before, and your last pack was pretty horny. Let's see if we can get you a less horny, more golden sort of pack. Gelif says, I just unlocked the pack. Beautiful. Oh! Nobody freak out. Nobody freak out, by the way. Did you guys know lobsters can live up to 50 years? That's not that impressive. Silver in slot 1. Cat, everything's going to be silver or better from here on out. It looks like a horny pack to me. Burnt marshmallows making spaghetti. Little on the cards. Now, here's what you would hate to see. You would hate to see if you got silver in the first slot. You would hate to see a silver in the second slot. You'd hate to see a silver in the third slot. But by the time you've got 4 silvers in a row, this has only happened one time before. A rarity in and of itself, 57.83% that this last card is silver. Holy shit. No! Oh, no. That's actually the worst possible outcome. It's your first gold card. Congratulations. But that is the worst possible outcome. Meg says he screamed so loud it spoiled it for me. Oh, shit. Didn't it happen twice already? The only thing I could think of is I think we had one silver ship pack. If somebody can point me towards the second one, I'll gladly. I know for a fact we had one, but I don't know about a second one. I'm not sure. Maybe. To be fair, he would also scream if it was silver. That's true. What was that? I just got jump scared. All right, Gelif. You want a little into partner? We'll get you a little into partner. Burnt marshmallows. This is the card of the day. Card of the day. Silver in slot 2. This bodes well. The card gods look fondly down upon thee. Hero shits on the floor and looks fondly down upon thee. It's the card of the day. If you want to burnt marshmallows, today's the day to get it. Holy crap. There's not going to be any left after this. Final card. Compound interest. Beautiful. Which always looks good in a white frame. Wow. Okay. We've got a couple more packs to open. Cog Space. I think it's a first-time pack, but we're opening it. First-time pack, but we're opening it. Cog Space is not here, unfortunately. But that just means we got to throw some drum rolls in their stead. According to Compound Interest, I should probably unlock another pack. Compound Interest. Cogspace has a bunch of cards, a bunch of packs in here. Let's get you a good first one. Best of luck. Silver in slot 1. I'm telling you, we've had so many bronzes recently that the odds of getting silver in slot 1 has to have gone up. Silver in slot 2. Lost in the sauce. Silver in slot 3. This is where you start to believe. This is where you start to believe. Here's my question. If the next 2 cards are silver, do we count that as a shit pack or not? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because it wasn't there. Pexy, thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs. Holy shit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll open your pack next. Oh my god. I'd say yes. I lean that way too. Not just because I'm always trying to get the believers a little extra of an edge. Final card. You can't be mad at a Kingsley rookie in gold. Did Gelliff just unlock another pack? Holy shit. Third time's the charm. Third time's the charm. You know the cards are spicy when Pexy starts to wonder what she could snag. It's true. What's Pexy looking for? A little spice? A little sugar, spice, everything nice? All right. Pexy, best of luck. Thank you so much for the support. If you got gifted a sub from Pexy, make sure and say thanks. Or if you got gifted from somebody else, make sure and say thanks. You can use a new emote. You can throw little into H in the chat or little into Giddy. Little into Gritty. Oh, I'm sorry. That's just Giddy. Oh, Meg wants a pack too. I better get to open it. Let's go, Meg. Thank you. Let's go. All right, here we go. Creative stalling, 1 out of 100. It's not spice, but it ain't bland either. 1 out of 100. Meg, thank you. H is in the chat. Little into bonk. The cards say, keep it in your pants. Silver Tongle. Okay. We're up to silver. 2 cards left. Making spaghetti for your bonk. Those go together. Are these the cards you get from 50k chats? Yes, or you can gift a quantity of 5 subs, like a multiplier, 5, 10, 15. All right. Final card. Pexy, good luck. Oh! Up to white. Tadpoles. Pexy, have you played Baldur's Gate 3? I don't remember. It's a great card. God, you've got so many good cards. Holy shit. Holy shit. All right, we got 2 packs left. Gelliff, then Meg, then we'll call it a day. Gelliff, 3rd time is a charm. We're looking for a pink partner. Let's do it. Bonk. Marcus Everystar. We're staying bronze. This is the card of the day. I wonder what Meg is looking for. Tadpoles in silver. Okay. Final card. Oh, baby. Biblically accurate in white. That's your best card of the day, right? There you go. All right, Meg, what are you looking for? And don't say justice for socks. Gold Ryan Rookie, Gold Glorious Leader, or Card Gods. Best of Pets and Best of Piggies. Okay, Gold Ryan Rookie, Gold Glorious Leader, Card Gods. Why do you have an empty collection called Things Ryan Wants? Did you trade it away? Or are you being sassy? What's going on there? That's so funny. What the fuck? Beast Ares, thanks so much for the follow. And Pexy with the pack. Wow. All right. Meg, here we go. Fine Wood. Queen Meg. My queen. So far, there's 2 Megs on the thing so far. 3 Megs. Fine Wood again. The trade must have gone through. I haven't checked it in forever. Proposal. Meg, you are 4 for 4 for appearing on these cards. Why in 3 of them are you mad at me? It's a Meg pack. Final card. No! Hamilton ruined something again. Wow. That's a heartbreaker. Sad pack. Very sad pack. But it is very you. This card is very you. Stardew card is so cute. Yeah, shout out to RJ the Barj for making it. Worked really hard on the pixel art of it. Yeah. All right, final pack of the day. Then I got to check my trades. Pexy's got 1 more. We're looking for a little bit of spice, sugar, and sugar, spice, everything nice. To be frank, Meg is also kind of mad at you in the Hamilton card. That's true. All right, final card. Get something good. Pergononant, biblically accurate. Ryan Rookie. It's not looking good so far. Hamilton the Boar in silver. And Marcus Everystar in silver. Dang. Oh, that's a sad pack too. Oh, interesting. Tony wants to send me a trade. Oh, interesting. You want my Lost in the Sauce and my Pink Truth About the Banker for a Rainbow Great Treat Race. / ban. Reject offer. Hey, if you wanna really play ball, let me know. Otherwise, get out of here. Tell me what you want. I'll tell you what I don't want is one rainbow for a rainbow and a pink. All right, I got to take these suspenders off. Let's play some Satisfactory. You keep rejecting without a counter? That's true. That's true. Can I help Ryan is bullying me? I would never. I will offer you a little in the heart for those, Ryan. For those 2 cards, you better have the pink little in the heart. My suspenders are stuck. Doesn't Brack have the pink little in the heart? As far as I know, he did at one point. He did for a long time. What a piece of cinematography here. Why are we painting down as Ryan undresses? I actually watched a streamer, this was forever ago, this was like 2020, whose camera was mounted on this like rack, and it would move sort of continuously in a slow, like side-to-side pan, and it would rotate just a little bit as it went. It was a really sort of, disturbing. It was fun. It was fun to watch, and then it also got like kind of motion sick vibes pretty quickly. It was cool though. It was a cool setup. Hey, Kodris is going back to Dark Souls 1. Hope the rest of stream goes well. Thank you. Thank you. When he first stood up, I thought the blanket was the pattern on his pants. I was surprised his style was so loud. I very much do not have a loud style. I feel like a pretty boring dresser. Pretty boring. Cams is headed to lunch. I'll be back. Oh, no. Echo. Whoops. Cams is headed to lunch. I'll be back later. Sounds good, Cams. Oh, boy. How are y'all doing, you guys? Hello, beautiful people of the internet. Welcome back to Satisfactory. We're in the middle of setting up drones and trying to get our nuclear completely finalized. Still, 3 streams later. But we're getting there. We have first off a problem, which is this thing should be delivering turbo fuel and it's not. So something's up with the drones there. I kind of want to just go check that right away and then work back towards nuclear. So we may do that real quick. What's your sense of style like, chat? Your dressing style. My fashion, your sense of fashion. My fashion is like, we were talking about this right before we started Satisfactory. My sense of fashion is like a lot of gray or black and a little bit of like nice colored t-shirts. My shoes are generally like something very boring, although I do have one pair of like pink/purple Nike Air Force Ones, which I really, really love. But they're the only shoe that I like really love that I own right now. But I wear a lot of like brown or black, like sort of almost like boot dress shoe type vibes. Or tennis shoes, just like black tennis shoes. My style is mainly practical. My style is PJ pants and a t-shirt. Hell yeah. Hi, Sven. Trying to remember the name I had for something. I wonder what that could be. My fashion is boring. Dark colors, mainly cargo / combat / EMT pants. Shirt with a flannel shirt if I want to be fancy. I would describe my current style as Hobbit. Really? With the bare feet out? Interesting. Lately, I try to wear stuff that doesn't obviously show baby boogers on my shoulders. Yeah, that's relatable. I can't rewear my t-shirts as often as I used to, because now they have why is this not building? They have baby boogers on them a lot more. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's really funny. Oh, sometimes I'm so dumb. Last time I set this up, I had drones delivered. Sorry, I had empty canisters, empty metal jugs, basically, delivered via drone to this position. Then I took those and I fed them into a machine that makes empty canisters. That's not how that works, Ryan. That's not how that works at all. What I needed to do was just hook it up to here. And if we're going to do that, we might as well just do it this way. That's so funny. Go from there to there. And then chuck all these in here so that it'll go. And then that should hopefully solve it. You can even get rid of my extra ones by chucking them in here. That's nice. Got one extra empty canister. I'll just delete it. I don't want it. All right. So now this thing should be running pretty much constantly. And it'll fill this thing up. Then this thing will finally transfer turbo fuel back to... We should speed that shit up for sure. Not that it even particularly matters probably, but... I work from home, so I pretty much wear comfy shorts and t-shirts. Shirt changes when I have to be on camera. My sense of style is whatever I feel like. I hear that. I mean, my sense of style is also whatever I feel like. But I think style is interesting in that, like, whatever I feel like on any given day still often excludes certain types of style because of the way I am, right? Like,
Well, I was going to use this to shame you for not getting to my DM this morning, but you did Lil partner, so instead I will use this opportunity to shame you for the DMS you didn't get to Lil Tongle.
oh, you mean the DMs from other people that I didn't get to? I was like, did I really forget to respond to something from you? But you meant from other people. I got you. You about gave me a heart attack. You know what? The DMS, by the way. Shame me for whatever you need to. Whatever you need to shame me for, I'm on board.
7 months waiting for nuclear power?
Speaking of shaming me for whatever you want to. Hi, Shammy. How's it going? Thanks for the 7 months. I did just say we are going to get nuclear power running today for sure. 100%. Definitely. Anyways, one of the things that I think is interesting about fashion is that you sort of, or style, is that you like, fashion is the wrong word. You sort of like rule stuff out immediately. For one reason or the other. So, for instance, up until very recently, I actually basically would not wear pajama pants. I just didn't like them. I didn't hate them either, but pajama pants, even if I'm just like lounging around the house, pajama pants was not my vibe. I would my casual, my like around the house wear would be like sweatpants or, you know, like athletic shorts. But I was never a fan of pajama pants. I had some growing up. I just didn't like them. I don't know. But then I got, I think, a matching pair because we did like a Christmas matching pair of pajamas for like my whole family or something. And I was like, you know what? These are comfy. I am coming around on these. So now I own a pair, but 2 pair actually. But I'm alt nerdy and preppy. So one day I can be in complete black. The next I'll be pink and girly. Hell yeah. Hello. Hell yeah, Christy H. My style used to be a little bit more quote-unquote alt-nerdy. It would be like t-shirts about books and bands. These days it's a little bit more like, a little more athletic than that, just because I have a lot of running clothes and a lot of that shit. Get rid of a couple extra things here, I guess. Okay. But yeah. Also, you did start having to wear something in that because of the baby. Oh, you're so right. That's the other part with pajama pants is I used to just sleep naked. And then for 6 months of my life, I had to get up every hour, 2 hour, 3 hour to deal with the baby. And I was like, guess what? Sleeping naked, it don't make sense to be putting clothes on and off 14 times in the night. Not at all. Not at all. Been enjoying your Blueprints playthrough. Amazing watching how many small details you notice and read meaning into. Equally amazing how many important things you completely ignore. I'm so fucking paranoid about Blueprints right now in terms of like me not understanding something. You're speaking directly to my fear right now, which is that I am very afraid that I am missing an obvious, hey, this is actually the game sort of thing. Spoiler Chat loves your Blueprints playthrough, but you said loves with 4 O's. Okay. So now you're also speaking directly to my fear. Now I'm getting really nervous that I'm really fucking up Blueprints. Oh boy. Okay, we need to drone fuel rods from here to the power plant. So let's just go make sure fuel rods are actually being fed into a... I don't even know if I made fuel rods yet. Did I? Are they being fed into a drone port? They appear to be. Does that drone port have a drone on it? Constructing 39%. God, these are so fucking slow. It's entertaining. That's all that matters, I guess. There's nothing here. There is a drone. So we have not made a single one since we set this shit up. We had to go back and it's probably for the encased uranium cells. Because we had to go back and try and figure out why this belt wasn't full, and it's because they were basically lacking canisters. That's all fine. Okay, so this is called uranium fuel rods out. It currently does not have a destination, meaning we need to go build our nuclear power plant. Build a drone port to bring stuff to it, and then figure out what we're going to do with waste. Blueprints is entertaining. That's all that matters. Oh, boy. I'm personally very entertained by the game. I'll be honest with you. Yesterday, I needed to record a little bit of Blueprints and a little bit of Slay the Princess. And I'm really enjoying Slay the Princess. But my guilty pleasure game right now is Blueprints. Like, given the chance to record the two of them, I'm like, let me play Blueprints. Maybe this will be the run where I crack absolutely everything open. It's never the run, chat. It's never, ever the run that I crack everything open. Okay, so our nuclear plant, I'm considering putting... My two potential places, here and here. One of them for waste, probably, and one of them for the actual plant. I don't know that I need coal, Sam, some iron, lots of iron, copper. Just build it over here. I don't know that I need to put the waste and the plants in different places. I don't know that I need to put any of it far away from my factory. I just kind of am, just to be safe. I feel that I'm thinking about blueprints while watching this. How long have you been playing Satisfactory now? We've got to be at 200 hours. Never mind, 190. I don't know what month we started it, and I don't really want to think about it in terms of how long it's been, because it's been a while. Blueprints is frustrating me at the moment, but I'm still fully obsessed. I mean, it is, I think it is honestly one of the, how I'm personally feeling about blueprints right now is I'm feeling like the progress never comes fast enough. And like anytime I set out to solve one particular puzzle, I don't get that puzzle solved. I get a different puzzle halfway solved, you know? And that is like quote unquote frustrating, but it's also, it's so like, that's how puzzle games just go, you know? Do I have the power to make it there? Yep. Did I really put nuclear over there? I don't even know. I think it could be fun. First Satisfactory episode was in September. Are we going to finish it in a year? Oh, no. This game is really pretty. It is a really pretty game. It's an awesome game. Very pretty game. Let's grab some power. Let's do it. I want to put a radar over there anyways, so why not? Uh-oh. I'm investing in some new coffee gear, so I'm waiting until Blueprints is on sale, but I really want to play it. Yeah. I mean, somebody else can correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not in the spoiler chat and I'm not in the Blueprints thread on Discord. But it's really cool to see the way it has sort of been, it's sort of like taken over the community. I still don't know if it is like, is the thread on Discord still getting a lot of use? Like the Blueprints Club thread? Oh yeah? Really? Okay. See, this is what I like. My experience, since I'm not in that thread, I have seen a like when Blueprints came out, a ton of people in the Discord were talking about playing it constantly. Then we started the thread, and a bunch of people were like, "Ryan, you should play it. Ryan, you should play it." And I was like, "Hell yeah, that sounds awesome." I'm amazed by the amount of people who are into this game right now, and the ferocity of their excitement. Then the thread got made, and I haven't really seen anything since then because I haven't been in there. And I've been like, I assume it hasn't died out, and I assume these people aren't all done playing it, based on how slow it's going for me. But I don't know. Okay, if we're going to do this, we need to make it expandable, and we need to make it, we need to make it, like, beautiful. Maybe not beautiful, but, you know. Oh, that's right. You can do Xbox Game Pass on PC. I've never done it, but I have heard that before. I don't read anything because I'm not that deep in the game. Oh, Iculus, are you playing it? I didn't know that. If I did, I forgot it. What if we go all the way up there? Is that good? Nuclear power plants up here. I think let's try it. I think let's chuck a nuclear power plant right here. I'm like 15 hours in. Gotcha. Jesus Christ. Okay, you're just huge. You're just huge. So I think we actually probably want to rotate it if we're going to do it this way. Ah! And do it more like towards the center. Like that. And then I would say back it up a bit from this so that we have a little bit of wiggle room. These things need water, right? That's the other thing we decided. They do need water. I should probably write down... One of the things I think I am going to want is a water unpackager. Water packager, unpackager, drones. Those three things. Because this thing is going to need fuel rods on input. On output, it's going to need... Oh, see, this is interesting. I'm going to build it this way. Shouldn't I put the drones off to one side? The drones that take in... Okay, we're going to redesign. We're redesigning already. My thought here is we're going to need like 3 drones. We'll put this up here so that we have power. Wire's too long. God damn it. If we have power, then we can use this instead. I wonder if there's nuclear waste in this game. There is. We've actually turned nuclear on once before. But in the process of doing so, we learned that there was waste, and then we had to tear it down. Okay, so we're going to put drones here. None of these should have fuel requirements. Oh my god, these are really satisfying the way these buildings line up. Don't forget to water your nuclear reactor, by the way. It's kind of an ugly way to do this, but oh well. Did you build it down there? No, I don't want it down there. Right here. Okay, so then I think from here we could do... Like, I'm just thinking nuclear might be the final power we ever build in this game. And if so, how should we design it? My thought would be almost like this. Where we've got the drones going in and out. They bring stuff here, which then travels on belts this direction. Belts and or pipes. Go from there. Build a second one just so we know what it looks like, even though we don't necessarily need, or I don't know if we can even fuel a second one right now. Woo! Nico's lurking. Sounds good, Nico. All right. So let's call this one, let's do this one water in. It's not going to have anything yet, but this will bring water. Sorry, I should call it water canisters in. And what it's going to do is take water canisters, which we have not yet made, put them in a packager. And send them to... I don't know exactly how this goes. I don't know if I can do just one packager per nuclear plant. I don't know how much water they take. 240 meters cubed per minute. So water is really like the issue here. Holy shit. I was watching the Breath of the Wild video because I missed the stream, and I heard, hearing my quote coming by was so satisfying in a weird kind of way. I don't know if Evo is here, but thanks again. Thanks, Evo. I got distracted by work. The good thing is I wouldn't have understood anything you were doing anyway. So for the purposes of this, it looks great, boss. Hey, thanks. Okay, here's... Oh, no. I'm going to die. Oh, no. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. No, we didn't die. We're fine. It's all good. Didn't die. I think what I want is probably one unpackager per... Or one packager per machine, actually. I think what I really want is one packager, like, right here. Which means all of these should move over a little bit, because this shit is ugly. This shit is ugly. I did this earlier, but Carly inspired me to do it again. Little into Evo. If we're gonna put the belts across, we should probably just face this way, right? Probably like there. You know what? That actually looks really nice. Here's what we'll do to make it look even nicer. This is our little walkway. Why did I pick that color? I don't know. Oh, I actually love that color. What was that noise? That little beltway. Okay. Then we need a packager per thing. Oh, that's interesting. You can actually put it in the little overlap area. Well, well, well. I can put it in the overlap area, should I? God, we gotta make everything look nice, chat. You know me. Things just have to be nice. Okay, you're gonna package, you're gonna unpackage water. You're gonna make empty canisters? Oh shit. Did not think about that. Eva says I have one more class before I'm free. And we played Jeopardy instead of taking a final exam. The professor sounds dope. Ryan skipped the most important part of this. I promise you I read it. What if I told you I said your professor sounds dope and not Mars sounds dope as a professor just to get under your skin? Fiance sounds great, though. I mean, it's very kind of fiance. Mars is probably an okay professor. I think it's safe to say that Mars is an okay professor. I think that's a pretty risk-free statement. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to do other shit too. Okay, so here's what we'll do. We'll do belt in. So I need splitter. Need the other thing. I want to be able to hover. We need splitter. It goes this way though. Gosh dang it. Normal splitter. Here. Or uranium fuel rods. This is the merger going out. Like that. That should have the nuclear waste on it. Then, if this is water, we need... None of these should have fuel coming in. We'll need water going to, like, here. But this should really be split off is the problem. Should really be split off. So, we're going to need to make this 3 wider. I don't know why I like this yellow color so much. That's so unethical. What is the funniest... What's the funniest reason to buy fake reviews or, like, followers? Like, what would be the funniest... Like, people buy viewers as, like, Twitch streamers, which I think is pretty funny. Already. I think that's funny. People buy, like, fake reviews on Yelp. I don't think that's particularly funny, but I you know, it's fine. Funny, rate my professor ratings would be funny if it was specifically, like, to talk about, like, how attractive you are or something like that. Oh. Ryan, have I told you about the Rate My Professor thing from a decade ago? It ended up getting deleted. Nobody can find it other than the story. I don't know. Oh, that's a great one, Burrito Salad. Buying followers for your advice channel on how to set up a Twitch or a YouTube channel. Oh. As a person who watched some content back in the day about like how to set up YouTube channels and stuff. Because I was, you know, trying to get better at all that stuff. I will say it would be really funny to discover that one of those people had bot followers. That would be really funny. This is going to be so spaghetti-ish if these just run over each other like I am currently doing. So, do I instead just do this? Better, worse? Better, worse? This one just continues under, so that actually looks pretty good to me. Carly, I swear I didn't miss the comment about class versus stream being more fun. I swear I didn't miss it, you guys. I promise. So the story Mars was trying to tell. This guy had his class all right. Rate my professor ratings for him where he told them you can say whatever you want as long as it makes some reference to me secretly being an octopus. The reviews would be like, he was kind and encouraging, graded fairly. I swear one day when he pointed at the board, I saw a tentacle fall out of his sleeve. The dude had hundreds of reviews like that. That's amazing. There was recently a TA at my university who used AI to make a bunch of fake positive rate my professor posts. It was cringe. Oh boy. Yeah. That's why I feel like so many of these are actually not funny. Like, so many of the things I can think of for, like, buying followers end up not being funny. They just end up being sad as shit. You know? Okay, so if this is water in, then this one is going to be uranium fuel rods in. And, let's say 1, just in case. And then this one should be... uranium fuel rods out. I think... I don't remember if I set that shit up already or not. It might work. Octoprof, by the way. That's a great name. Octoprof. Uranium fuel rods out. Oh, I need to do it here. I need to go here, here. But then I don't actually need a destination here. This can be no port. Probably? I think. I don't know how that works. This one should be on the way. Like basically. Like basically any time. Oh boy. We should all leave comments on Ryan's vid saying we think he might be an octopus. Drive up engagement. Ryan's placement of his nuclear power plant is so French. Wait, I'm not European enough to get that joke. What does that mean? There it is. Bring me the uranium fuel rods. Wait, did I do the wrong one? No, I did the right one. I'm glad you asked so I didn't have to. I don't understand that joke, but I recognize that it's probably... I just don't know the state of European nuclear stuff, you know? France has 4 nuclear power plants against the border of Belgium. Oh, that is funny. That is funny. That's a little funny. Oh, radiation levels going up. That's okay. There goes the uranium fuel rods. This is going to... Oh, that's a smart splitter. I don't actually want that to be a smart splitter. Problem is, I don't know that I can connect it here. Means now this stuff goes into my inventory. Fuck. Get it out of my inventory, please. Thank you. I just need it to be a normal splitter. Okay, go crazy. We have no more uranium fuel rods. That's fine. I think the drone headed back immediately, which is good because we don't actually need it to take anything back. We could make all of our drones have like I'm going to use one drone to bring in uranium fuel rods and another to take out. Actually, no, I'm not. No, I'm just going to put an awesome sink down here and sink the canisters. That's what I'm going to do. That actually sounds like it's more fun. So uranium fuel rods in, we have water in, and then this one doesn't actually need to be something, right? Like all we need is water. We need uranium fuel rods. Oh, this is nuclear waste out. Oh, yeah. This is nuclear waste out. That definitely needs to go somewhere that is not here. This is going to be nuclear waste out. And where's it going to go? No fucking idea. We'll figure that one out when we get there. And I'm going to have to fuel it too, so that sucks. Unless I can also sink it. Can I sink? Now, that's an interesting question. Can I sink? There's no way they let you, right? Chat, front seat question. There's no way. There's no way they're going to let you do it. Front seat question. Yes or no? Can you sink uranium waste? The answer has to be no. I'll be so surprised if it's a yes. No? Damn. You're telling me I can't turn my uranium nuclear waste into coupons for free? Shit. Well, that's fine. That makes sense. I was hoping you wouldn't ask Chad until it was all built up. I get that. I get that vibe. I mean, to me, though, there's no way they would ever allow you to sink waste. I wonder if there's anything... This is a rhetorical question. I wonder if there's anything else you can't sink. Can you sink empty canisters? Yes or no? I'm like 99% sure you'd be able to. Send it to Belgium, by the way. Why Belgium? Because this is France. Front seat question, can you sink empty canisters, chat? Yes or no? The alternative is to do what I've been thinking about doing for a while. Yes? Okay, cool. Which is just chuck a bunch of these upwards forever and have those contain your nuclear waste. But I don't know. Sorry, it's technically uranium waste. I can't see if uranium waste is actually used in anything. So what we should do is we should go build the water thing, because if uranium waste is used in something, then I need to know that before we try to determine how we're going to get rid of it. So let's go home real quick. And we're going to go check. We're going to make water. We're going to package water. We're going to make bottled water. And then we'll go from there. I wonder if they remember me. Hi, Goldie. How's it going? I remember you. Hello. Long time no see. Do we have an exclamation Goldie chat? I think we do. I think it's Goldie. Goldie. There it is. There it is. I'm good. How have you been? I'm good. I am good. Yeah. Living the dream. I don't remember when the last time you were here is, but I bet it was before this. Megan and I have a daughter now. That daughter's almost a year old. I've been thinking a lot this month about how a year ago this month I was going on paternity leave and taking a indeterminate amount of time off from Twitch streaming and YouTube making, and I was nervous that, I mean, mostly I was nervous because we were going to have a kid, and that's a big fucking deal. But I was, you know, also had some nerves about, like, I wonder if Twitch streaming and YouTube will still be a thing I can do afterwards, and I forgot I already have some. It's in that thing right there. I forgot. Has it been a year already? Almost. Yeah, almost been a year. A year in it's been 11 and a half weeks. Or 11 and a half months, sorry. Yeah, Megan and I are like in the throes of planning the baby birthday party. 1-year birthday party. But here's my other thought. Is there anything here that it lets you take uranium waste and make it into something? This. It's this. Aha! Okay. Chat, I have bad news about nuclear. I don't know that we're going to get it set up today. If I build a particle accelerator, you got to be shitting me right now. I can turn non-fissile uranium into plutonium. Fissile plutonium. There's got to be like fissile. How do you say F-I-S-S-I-L-E, chat? If it's like fission, it's got to be like fizzle. Fizzle. Baby. Yeah, we have a baby. We have almost an entire 1-year-old. She's close. She's really close. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. It's fissile. It's like fizzle. Fizzle with an S. Fizzle? Okay. I'm a mommy now, too. Oh, my God. Congratulations. 9-month-old baby girl. Wow. Our kids are almost the same age. Holy shit. Congratulations. Uh-oh. Now I'm hearing different things. Fissile. 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 I'm hearing fissile. Fishile. Fissile. Now I've heard Miss Fizzle, by the way, the Magic School Bus. Best thing that's ever happened to me. That's so good. I'm married now too. Congratulations. I feel like maybe last time you checked in, and this could be, I could be misremembering. I feel like last time you checked in, maybe you were engaged. I don't remember. That's awesome. How's the parenting life treating you? Yeah, we should research this shit like now. Problem is, I don't think I got any of this stuff. I got some of it. And we can use coupons to get the rest. Quickfire. Let me get some quickfire. We can research all this shit. Coupons is the best. Use coupons. Hi, Cassie. How's it going? Hello, hello. Grab that. Grab that. Grab that. Grab that. That's 2,000. Parenting is hard at times, but I love it. Hell yeah. Yeah, that feels right. I feel like, honestly, for Megan and I was thinking about this yesterday. Right now, we're in like, I don't know if it's the first spring as parents, or if it has more to do with, I think it probably has more to do with the, like, we have 114 coupons, by the way. I think it probably has more to do with the fact that our daughter is now to the age where like a bunch of fun stuff happens. Like she started saying stuff, she started playing peekaboo, she plays games, she like, you know, lots of fun stuff like that. I feel like we're in my favorite period of, oh no, I can't buy it all. I can't do it all. Shit. We're in my like favorite period of parenting yet. How I feel. Can we not do it because I researched the wrong thing first? Because if that's true... Yeah, I can't make this because I don't even have fused modular frames researched. Does that kick everything out or does it save it? It saves it. Oh, thank God. Okay. We actually have to do this one first. So, we can get 2 of those things up here. So we get to go to know her name. We call her L. Call her L on the internet. It's a very cute age. It's a really cute age. Yeah, I feel like right now is like a golden era of like everything she does is fun. Like, of course, she can like throw tantrums better than she's ever been able to throw a tantrum before. But like, that's rare. She's generally super happy. She's like learning something new every single day, and getting to watch that is obviously awesome. Like, yeah. Goldie, do you want to share your daughter, your you said daughter, right? Your child's name? You don't have to. Obviously. Yeah, you said 9-month-old baby girl. Hey Ryan, I'm currently playing Slay the Princess. When you started playing it, I had never heard of it, so I was disappointed the new game wasn't something that I had played, but I got the game on sale a week ago. Started playing 2 days ago. I'm 5 hours in and I'm enjoying it. Can't wait to watch your playthrough once I'm done. Yeah. Cassie says I just got done watching the conference I'm supposed to be at for work. Oh no. Jeremy says, my deputy's daughter is 9 and apparently trying to steal his PC all the time to do some gaming on. That's funny. I can't wait until I have to fight Elle for the Nintendo Switch. Be like, no, listen, Daddy needs to record. We could basically research this. I did not realize that before. I need copper wire, but you'll have the Switch 3 by then, probably. Emily, but we call her Emmy though. That's beautiful. I love that. It's a great name. Just copper wire, yeah, copper wire. Okay, where can I get 3,000 copper wire? Where can I get 3,000 copper wire?
Been looking for a long time, but lover your playthrough style.
Yo!
Just wanted to say hi and that I just started watching your Frostpunk playthrough on YT.
Yo! On YT, by the way. I love that Ada calls it YT. Holy shit. Thank you, Staranta. Thank you for the 6 months subbed. Holy shit. I really appreciate that. Frostpunk. That reminds me that we got to play Frostpunk 2. Oh, boy. I had forgotten about that for months at a time. Okay, we're not going to get as much as we wanted out of this. Shit. Thank you. Frostpunk was a great game, and it was particularly great to watch my morals crumble in the face of having to lead some stuff, or having to like lead a city. Okay, we need 1,000 more copper wire. What a great game. I gotta play that. Hi Warsmith, how's it going? You're playing Dyson Sphere Program right now? I actually just re-downloaded Dyson Sphere Program the other day because I didn't play much. I played like an hour, but I can't play more of this off camera really because I am sort of, basically I'm just playing it when I'm on stream. But I had a little bit of a hunger for some for a factory game. And I can't play Factorio because, that game's completely different now and I don't want to. There's got to be a machine making copper wire somewhere, right? More machines. I don't want to crack Factorio right now. Oh yeah, right there. Okay. So, there we go. Is Meg still enjoying shapes? Megan has been, and then she took the last 2 days to work entirely on her her little art project, or like the art project she's working on. So I don't know if she is. I told her she needs to be playing shapes like every hour of every day. I don't know that she buys it, but she hasn't played it in like 2 days, but I think she's still enjoying it. I think she's going to play it today. She's off work today. So. art project. She has been working on the thank you postcards for our charity stream that happened. Advanced aluminum. Okay. Then
Milestone reached. The resource well pressurizer and extractor can harvest nitrogen, crude oil, and water from underground wells. Nitrogen, being a gas, does not need pumps for pipeline transportation. Fixit does not process most of your metrics, but I do. According to Fixit predictions, you are exploiting this planet with unexpected efficiency.
let's go.
They did always struggle to see the true potential of things. Nothing about you is unexpected to me, and therefore you are performing exactly as expected.
Thank you, I guess. God damn it, I love Ada. I'm gonna miss Ada when we're done here. Okay, we're hold on to your butts, by the way, because we're about to get a shit ton of progress real quick. So I need these fused thingies. I need 50 of them. And I also need 100 supercomputers, but you buy them 8 and 7 at a time. So that is like... I can't buy them. I don't have enough. Oh, no. I actually don't have enough coupons. Holy shit. I actually can't do this. I have so many coupons and I actually can't buy stuff as quickly as I would have liked. That's crazy. That's kind of exciting to me. Wow. Anyways, that's exciting to me. Okay, we can't add stuff because we need 15 minutes before we do it. So we should probably make... used modular frames. Supercomputer. I think... don't we have supercomputers done? I think we do. I think that's made up here. Take a look. What was the prediction result? Wait, what was the predict? What was the predict? Was there a prediction? What the fuck? Oh, it was about cards earlier? Pretty sure Believers won. The Believers won the first one. The second one was pink, I'm pretty sure. Unfortunately. I'll pay it back. Sorry, I gotta scroll up. I missed some stuff. There's supercomputers. Okay, so we've got this one. That's good. There's 50. There's 100. Dope. That's done. Sorry, let me scroll up real quick. I missed a lot of comments. You played Dyson Sphere program a long time ago, right? Yes, yes, yes. They have the whole like enemy thing in the game now, which was completely new. Yeah. If you're feeling bad about your morals in Frostpunk, you can take comfort in knowing that every choice is terrible. If you guys can think of anything to have a prediction on today, by the way, go for it. Hi, Fluffu. How's it going? I'm really loving Satisfactory. I am also really looking forward to getting to new stuff in this game. Or sorry, new like a different game. Like my stream schedule right now is basically like stream 3 times a week. And that just makes it really tough. I'm really looking forward to like having a new main squeeze, you know? Satisfactory's been our main squeeze since September. Any thoughts about what to play after? I have plenty of thoughts. I'm nervous to... I don't even know if I'll probably be playing this until September again. I mean, I think Dark Souls 2 will probably happen sooner rather than later. I think... what is ADS again? AD... I kind of wanted to play Age of Empires 2 at some point. Assembly director systems. These require adaptive control units and supercomputers. Let's just do what's next on the list, right? Is 16. But at this point, I think it will be a little bit, and so I don't know. I don't know how long it'll be. My mind might have entirely changed by the time we get to... What is it called again? Assembly Director System. Ass Dire System. That's what we'll call it. The Ass Dire System. Your ass is dire. Isn't the last RTS game you played on the channel Homeworld? How the fuck do you remember that? Homeworld might be like the first game I played on YouTube. Or on Twitch that I turned over to YouTube. How do you remember that? I think, isn't Pikmin some, like, RTS vibes? Kind of. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, unfortunately, by the time... Not unfortunately, but, like... By the time we're done with Satisfactory, it might be time for spooky season. It might be time for a Souls game, you know? It might be... I don't know. It could be a while. So, in the meantime, I'm really enjoying that Breath of the Wild is like, is happening on a weekly basis. That'll be done sooner, so we'll actually need to figure something out to sort of fill that gap. Although we might just move Pokemon to a daytime stream because that's not happening that has not happened on evening streams recently. So I don't know. Don't know. Let me go ahead and grab... It's probably just assembler, right? Assembly director system is supercomputers and ACUs. Supercomputers, ACUs. These will both be down this way. Oh my god, Planet Coaster building an indigestion water park? That's a great idea, Carly. I love that idea. I think it would be really fun to play. On my list of things to do somewhat soon is a game like a Planet Coaster or a like something that's just like we could build our own like zoo or something like that. We'll see. We'll see. It's tough for me to get to, it's tough for me to get to, like, what would I pick? Because I don't know. It's going to be a while. It's going to be a while. And to be clear, I'm not wishing Satisfactory away. I freaking love Satisfactory. But there's something about the, like, you know, new game day on Twitch is just fun. It's just really fun. When you're at like, oh my god, we get to start a new game. What's this going to be? You know? It's a fun vibe. The world is your oyster. Before I've discovered how terrible I am at a game, the world is still your oyster, you know? Who knows? Maybe I could be amazing at it. We don't know yet. I want to play a game like that too, now that you say it. That kind of stuff is fun. Oops, okay. So we're going to take you. We're going to put an assembler around here. Do it like probably right there. Go splitter here. Oh, wrong way. Hold down control. No idea at what rate these build, but we'll find out. Maybe you're already amazing and you just don't realize it. It's also, I guess less like, am I amazing at this or am I not? And more like, what are the vibes going to be, you know? Like the Frostpunk vibes, speaking of a game we were just talking about recently, like, playing Frostpunk, and I'm sure watching it, was just like watching a house burn down in slow motion. So it was like, the stream was really entertaining once you got past the fact that the house was burning down, you know? Like, as soon as you gave up on the house, really fucking funny. Really funny. Nothing better than riding the diarrhea slide, by the way. Nah, in an indigestion water park, it would be large intestine, small intestine. You know what? You're right. It'd be large intestine, small intestine. Then you get the toilet bowl, which is the diarrhea toilet bowl. You're right. You're right. It would be. Absolutely. 100%. Sounds fun. Hi, Luke, by the way. Hi, Luke. I have thought about your comment, horse, like 6 times since you sent it. I just want you to know that. On Breath of the Wild on Monday. Horse, by the way. I asked for advice on how to find Lionels. Luke said the message in its entirety. Horse. Nice. 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 In the meantime, I was watching It Takes Two. At one point, you were talking about looking forward to watching Little Mermaid again when you eventually have kids. Oh my god, that's not lined up. Fuck it, we're ignoring it. Yeah, I'm still ready for Elle to get to an age where we can like watch stuff together. Although, okay, so hear me out. Elle has probably seen. She's 11 and a half months old. Before you judge me, Elle has probably seen, I'm going to go with like 2 total hours, and it might be less, honestly. I could be overrating this. I think Elle has probably seen about 2 hours of TV at our house. I think at daycare she watches some Miss Rachel. But at our house, she has seen maybe 2 hours of TV. All of that 2 hours has been Bluey. And I can distinctly remember some parents in the chat back from my pre-parenting period when I was talking to them. They were like, "Oh yeah, my daughter's like birthday party is Bluey themed." Or like, "Oh my god, I've got the songs from Bluey stuck in my head." And I was like, "Oh wow, so your daughter's birthday party is named after some terrible kids show?" And they'd be like, no, hear me out. Bluey's actually great. I'm at the point now. Bluey's fucking amazing. I'm such a fan of Bluey. I've seen 2 hours. It's amazing. Bluey fucking rules. Caillou was terrible when I was a kid, or when my half brother was a kid, frankly, 15 years ago. But like, Bluey, amazing. Bluey is a dream. Okay, so 43. 43 is ADSs. I write this down so that I can later come back through and change the things. 43 is ass dyers. I mean, all I've seen is 2 hours probably. So there's probably some stuff that I'm like, Oh, okay, it does get annoying or whatever. But little like 7-minute episodes. The I feel like the whole structure of Bluey is just amazing. Like, you know, so many, and this is gonna sound so fucking corny, but like so many little life lessons about, you know, about like sharing or not needing the newest and coolest toy in order to have fun. Like one of my favorite episodes is an episode about where Bluey and what's Bluey's sister's name? Bingo? Dingo? Bingo, right? Bingo. Bingo, let's go. Horse? Don't say horse, god damn it. There's an episode of Bluey where Bluey and Bingo want to go to the pool, but their mom is like working or something. And so they have to go with their dad. And their dad is very like casual, like, hell, you know, like, yeah, sure, we'll have a great time. Dad's great. Dad's just like very cool. This episode is called Pool. This episode's amazing. Dad's very just like go with the flow, like, oh, of course we're gonna have a great time. Yeah, let's go to the pool. I can be a cool dad. They go to the pool. Dad has forgotten to pack sunscreen, towels, goggles, toys, nothing. Mom is like in the background silently making every family outing run by doing the planning ahead of time, not being go with the flow, and instead being on top of shit. And it is so funny to see it play out in the episode. You're just like, oh my god, Dad really is like letting, you know, Dad really is just like letting the ball drop here. This is relatable. This is very like, this is, you don't want to be this parent. You don't want to be that person. The Crawley thing? Wait, what's the Crawley thing? In that episode, what's the Crawley thing? Is that Dad's name for one of the things he forgets? Anyways, that episode's just like it's just funny. Valid conveyor belt shape? What do you mean? The pool skimmer thingy. Anyways, the episode's great. Ryan, I need you to make me a promos, by the way. I'll happily make you a promos. What's the promos? Yeah, that's Ass Dyer done. Should be. I mean, it's the minute that some more supercomputer adaptive control units get made. Why are they so slow? It's all fine. Whatever. So funny, Ryan. That is exactly my favorite episode too. Hilarious. It's exactly how I relate. I'm always the one packing and preparing while husband doesn't need to worry about anything. I mean, that's the part that I love is I'm like, oh, wow, I'm watching a show that like if my dad would have seen 26 years ago, maybe it would have made him do a little self-reflection on like, oh, I can't be the deadbeat. I can't be like the fun parent. I can't be the deadbeat. Like, it turns out emotional labor is real. Like, the labor of planning for the fun day that everybody has is real labor, and nobody has fun if you don't do it. You know? I'm just like, hell yeah, this is exactly what I want my daughter to see. I don't want her to, you know, someday when she's looking for a life partner, don't go for the, you know, fun is fine, but like, if fun means not able to help with the planning for anything, then like, that's just a deadbeat. First time an episode makes you tear up, not if, but when. I request an update on which one. Can I tell you that it's already happened? And I'll tell you right now. It's the pizza delivery one, Tony. I've already teared up in an episode. It's the pizza delivery one. It's the, do you know what I mean? It's the, so Bluey and Bingo have like a push car. This episode isn't even emotional, but I get them. I've watched it twice. Pizza Girls, that's probably it, where they do pizza delivery and the pizza's just mud. So Bluey and Bingo have like one of those cars where your feet go through the bottom, and you like push the car around. And I'm sure so many people in the chat right now are so fucking tuned out to the Bluey talk. But listen, this is important to me. It's Muffin, the cousin, right? Muffin's the cousin. So basically, Bluey and Bingo are like, they have their cousin Muffin over. And Bluey and Bingo have this old, bad I'm missing so much concrete and iron plate. Okay, well. Never mind, we can't quite build that yet. They have this old bad pizza delivery, this old push car where the wheel keeps falling off. But they're having this amazing time playing with it. They have an old pizza box, and they put mud from the backyard into the pizza box and act like they're delivering pizzas, which I think is just really cute. It's just like a beautiful imagination story. But then Muffin comes over, and Muffin is a spoiled fucking brat. And Muffin has a souped-up car with like a crazy battery on it, and it zooms, and it's fancy, sleek. It looks like a Hummer. And of course, they want to play pizza delivery with Muffin, but Muffin's like, well, my brand new car? Like, no, I can't get it dirty. Of course not. So they have to, like, instead play a less fun game because they have a new exciting toy. Luckily, the new exciting toy that's high-tech eventually runs out of battery, and then they get to go back to playing with their imaginations. And I just, as a kid who grew up pretty damn poor, I am very magnetic field generator is what I make next. Magnetic field generator. I'm just like, oh man, I don't want to romanticize growing up without money. But magnetic field gen. So I think that does no one any favors. But I also like one of the things you maybe lose when you don't do that. One of the things it's possible to lose is maybe that imagination piece. I don't know. I was really moved by that. I was really the minute they go back to playing in the mud when the hot, fancy, exciting toy breaks down, I was like, hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Did you see the one where Muffin drops her nap? It's wild. No, Muffin drops her nap. And I'll do a podcast discussing Bluey episodes with you. Hell yeah. Coming soon to iTunes. Tony and Ryan just break down Bluey episodes. This is the literature breakdown you all have been asking for. Amazing. Okay, so magnetic field generator takes versatile framework and electronic control rods. We're not going to have enough room on our 3, 4, 5 on our bus. By the way, I need to add more layers like ASAP. We'll do the Walking Dead podcast once y'all finish Bluey. Oh, no. I'm going to finish it someday for sure, Carlin. And the Mars and Severance one? Listen, I finished that shit. At least as many episodes have been released. No, it should be almost all the way over here. Electro control rods. So that one. Anyway, Bluey's great. I'm like, holy shit, I can't believe this exists. This is great. And also, I wish it, would have existed forever ago. And also, thing 318 iron plate, but it's only really like 60 iron plate. So we're just going to sit here and wait for it real quick. And also, our daughter's not even one, like, screen time is... I'm not here to argue with anybody about screen time, pro or against, but we're just doing our best not to give her too much of it, because holy shit. What if you just do one podcast, but every episode just has a different mod discussing a different TV show with Ryan? We'd have to do members of chat, too, because we'd run out of mods real quick. Okay, so we should hook some stuff up while we're doing this. While we're waiting. Dibs on Power Rangers, by the way. What is the... Is there a show, like, post-Bluey? Like, I don't know how long Elle's gonna want to watch Bluey, but... I have to figure it's, like, probably 3 or... I don't know. 3 is probably... 4 when she grows out of it? I don't know. That's scary to think about already. Oh, we should move these further down. My 5-year-old still loves Bluey? Hell yeah, brother. Hold up. We can still get a Bluey themed birthday party. It can still happen. We've got so many more birthdays to go. My niece still likes Bluey and she's 13. You know what? I am 32 and I like it, so I guess that's fair. Chernobyl is post-Bluey? Insane vibe switch. What an insane vibe switch. That's true. Elle goes from watching Bluey to watching Chernobyl. That is really funny. Oh my god, speaking of watching TV shows, I've been watching TV shows. No, I have not been watching The Walking Dead. Carly, I'm so sorry. I watched the other night. Elle, this is what happens when people forget about being honest and kind. The other night I watched some Dropout content. Some of the shows that are, you know, maybe a little bit less mainstream on Dropout. I watched the first 2 episodes of Parlor Room. And I watched the first, like, 2 or 3 episodes of Thousand Airs. 2 episodes of Thousand Airs. Has anybody seen either of those? Parlor Room is their new show where you play board games. They have, like, 5 or 6 of the cast members there, and you play board games. They play board games. Play a different game every time. And then Thousand Airs is the one where the cast gets to spend $1,000 on something. Either like for the cast or for themselves. An experience. Thought they were both great. Carly says I lose a little bit more hope every day. Of The Walking Dead? Yeah. I'll get back to it. How are they? Luke, the Parlor Room. First off, they're both great. I would suggest Parlor Room over Thousand Airs probably, but only because, specifically because, episode 2 of Parlor Room is one of the funniest things I've seen from Dropout. It is really funny. The cast is awesome. Like, it's Vic Michaelis. It's Jacob Wysocki, Lou Wilson, Angela Giratana or whatever from Smosh. A couple other people, plenty, you know, a lot of other people. But what are they playing? They're playing some game called, like, I don't even know. It's not a game I had ever heard of. But it's like kind of Western themed, and they like get to loot. It's not Western themed. It's actually like more Italian mob themed. But like they have guns, and they get to like backstab each other. It's just it's great. Okay, that's magnetic field generators being made at like 6 per minute. Of course, we're not caring at all about the rates that any of this shit is being made at, just because for now the goal is to get stuff down. Later, it will be to optimize the rate, maybe optimize, or at least mess with the ratios. Hold up, let me text Megan real quick and see if she's playing shapes yet. Italian mob equals Western. Listen, the game is, let me explain. The game is Italian mob themed, sort of. There's like, they're doing like heists, and like you can sort of, the players sort of make it Italian mob themed. However, only one of the cast members dressed up, and that was Vic Michaelis, who dressed up like they were in a Western, including a drawn-on pencil mustache, which was a crazy, wild vibe switch and very Vic Michaelis. This is the screenshot from the... Oh, you can't even see it. Hold up. Vic is so funny. Vic might be the funniest person to drop out. Vic might be the funniest person to drop out. Something squid quote. I did ask Megan the other day, who's the hottest dropout cast member? And she said, what, Vic Michaelis in a squid suit? And I said, shut up. Yes. Yeah. Oh, what am I doing? These are smart splitters. Did I not do that on the last one? Hello, I'm back. What did I miss? What else is new? We're just chatting about dropout content, as is tradition. Go left. Okay, we need to hook that up. And we shall. Okay, we're actually going to make a quick change of plans here. I'll bring this out this side, so that we have room for this to be brought in right. So 44 is going to be magnetic field generators, or whatever they're called. Yep. At some point in all of these games, you get to a point where you're just like, what am I making? I don't know. You just take these ingredients and you combine them together, dude. This one? Yeah. Progress, that's what we're making. Progress. Okay. We got to keep this thing moving. Build the blueprints. Still missing concrete? Ah, shit. Ah, shit. Hi, Ryan. Hi, chat. How are we doing? I'm good, Panorhythmic. How are you? I'm good. I was so excited by your news in the Discord about running your first marathon. That was awesome. That was awesome. I need to scroll up. I missed some chat. I missed some chat. Burrito salad said parlor room. I prefer the Nook. Okay. Blueprints coded. Okay. Like how Factorio starts with circuits, then you end up with red chips and blue chips because nobody calls blues processing units. Exactly. Circuits, red circuits, blue circuits. Or chips. Either way. The factory grows. We're almost as tall as the freaking, as the train station, by the way. We're getting there. So we kind of lost the forest for the trees here, right? Our goal was to get nuclear set up. However, we don't know what to do with our nuclear waste just yet. So we need to research the rest of the research for this phase. Once we have done that, oh, magnetic field generators are one of our things that we need for the whole phase, by the way. Holy shit. Then, once that's done, once we've built all the things that allow us to research the shit, then we need to figure out what we do with uranium waste. Then we can build nuclear. It's literally going to be 2 weeks from now before nuclear is completely done. It's crazy. Crazy. I also need to build more bus off stream and sort of build it up vertically. Guys, will you help me shame Megan? I texted her to see if she was playing Shapes yet because I really wanted to play Shapes. And she said, no, LOL, just got out of the shower. What are you, all caps, doing? The factory must grow. Anti-H? Yeah, can I get an anti-H in the chat? Okay, that's done there. So, what we needed to fix was the other... this is probably just a normal splitter, and it needs to be a smart splitter. Shaming Meg for getting out of the shower. Shaming her for not putting the needs of the factory above her own. You know? Left is overflow. Shapes has consumed my brain. Megan had yesterday off and didn't decide to spend the entire day playing Shapes, which is how I know that my wife is a stronger person than I am, you know? The factory will be fine, Ryan. Will it, though? That goes in there. That's some mental fortitude. She's got it, dude. She responded to me, not enough yime in the day. Except it's with it's a Y instead of a T. Yime. BTW. I never understood. Yo! Panarrhythmic. What the heck? Holy crap. The gifted subs today. You guys are so generous. Thank you. Thank you, seriously. Really kind of you. Panarrhythmic with the 5 gifted subs. You just got yourself a pack of cards. We'll open that on Friday, probably. Thank you, Panarrhythmic. If you got gifted a sub, make sure and say thanks. Shout out to Panarrhythmic. Never understood the appeal of factory games, but I have watched 60 Hours by now. It's definitely a sort of niche appeal. And I think it actually has multiple appeals. I think factory games have multiple levels of appeal. I think, for instance, seeing things nice and tidy is one type of appeal. I think the appeal of, like, the research trees is another. And then I think maybe the truest of all appeals for factory games are the, like, a complex problem well solved. And by problem, I mean like a mathematical resource type problem, a logistics type problem. If you're the kind of person who takes a lot of enjoyment out of solving that shit, then like, factory games might be for you, you know? And then, of course, there's, like, each factory game's different. I was going to say Factorio has, like, an enemy that fights you. And that grows proportionally compared to your factory. But actually, apparently, Dyson Sphere Program has that now, too, which I did not know until I re-downloaded the game. Panarrhythmic says, redistributing the love back to y'all. That's very sweet of you. Thank you, thank you. Mechanical Zen Garden plus optimization and logistical puzzles. I like Shapes because I apply functional programming concepts to it and I see number go up. Two opposite sides of my brain. I love, like, Civ with research trees and making complexity / solving complexity. Yeah. I guess it's on a different level. Chat, what would you say the difference between Civ and Factorio or Satisfactory is? Because I agree with you that they're a little different, but I don't know how to phrase it. Like, what is it that's different about Civ? They have different names for one. Horse, by the way. The comment gives me horse energy. Okay, so that was MFGs. Next we need FMFs. Fuck, marry, and fucks. You know. Used modular frames. Or that, if you will. Oh, no. That shit requires nitrogen gas. Oh, no. Yo, that ain't happening. That is not happening. Okay, so... Damn it. I knew they'd get me into having to figure out nitrogen somehow. I'm going to put nitrogen on the list ahead of FMF because you need it for that. Which means we actually need to figure out... This one we could buy. This one we could buy. Let's see what it looks like. I would say games like Civ are more about reacting to information you didn't have access to previously, whereas factory games are more about making choices with a complete set of info. Not a perfect distinction, but I do think that's the core. I do... You know what I like about that? I also think factory games are often appealing towards a true, like, platonic ideal of a solution. Like, the ideal... Factory games are often very rewarding for accomplishing the ideal solution. The perfect ratio, the most efficient way to unload a belt, the most blank way to blank, etc. And I don't know that Civ is, like, as obsessed with... Factory games are also more, like, generally... If you play the game long enough, you have the amount of time to do that. Whereas Civ, you are very limited on time, right? Like Civ, you have a limited amount of turns within which you can win, right? Or like research this or like accomplish this. Civ is very much like that's how it feels to me. Okay, we need 50 of the things, but then after we're done with that, we still need... That allows us to make turbo motors. Then we still need a couple turbo motors here, a couple more of these, and cooling systems take all kinds of shit too. Holy crap. I think I got to figure out nitrogen. So here's the next question. If I can't figure out nitrogen, if I have to figure out nitrogen to solve nuclear waste, our battery is going down, by the way. Our consumption is actually up. That means that we might want to just turn nuclear on without the ability to... Why does this not have fucking fuel on it again, dude? Not good. We might want to turn nuclear on and just store a bunch of uranium waste for now and then figure out what to do with it later. To do that, we still need a water packager. We need a water packager to probably have turbo fuel. Civ is turn-based, right? Yeah. I only played 30 minutes of Civ 5 years ago. That's another game I would like to play on the channel at some point. A Civ game? I also could just play Civ off camera, though. I don't know if it's worth playing on stream necessarily. I just like Civ. Oh boy, what's the right call here? Well, well, well. I should be able to click over at this. Oh, look at this. That's weird. Nitrogen gas now appears with some weird shit. Next to it. The drones for turbo fuel out. Why no good stuff? What's going on here? If I'm reading this correctly, not enough fuel. Oh, you poor bastard. That is funny, actually. The drone was stuck here. Okay. You've played Civ before? I have played a little bit of Civ off camera, yeah, off stream. Have you played Stray? I have not played Stray. I was pretty disappointed by Civ 7. Oh, really? I also am always confused about the incoming and outgoing. Ideally, this should work. This drone should get over there, grab a bunch of fuel, and then come back with enough fuel to both fuel itself for the next return journey and then a bunch of extra. Of course, it didn't for a while because there was no fuel going into the thing because I didn't have canisters. Let's see what happens. This number better go down. The amount of fuel on the screen right over here. Come on, where's that? Where's that? That is not going down. Why is it not going down? How late are you going today? Probably around... Uh-oh. Did I fuck something up? Probably around 3:30 or 4. I might be able to go all the way till 4. Did I fuck something up here? God bless him. God bless him. The more you know, an Evo core principle. The more you know, the more you remember. Yeah, I would like to play Stray, Lumella. Yeah. Regarding Civ 7, not really sure how to elaborate without spoiling, just stating it in case you were on the fence between different versions. My impression about Civ from the like gaming internet is Civ is one of those like, it's like The Sims, right? Highly beloved game in its like genre or niche. No one is a fan of the developers. Is that and their practices? Is that semi-accurate for Civ, or what am I missing? I feel like nobody is like, oh yes, The Sims is made by is a completely sustainable game development method and is certainly not predatory upon fans of The Sims. I feel like Civ is the same way, where it's like, ah, yes, here's the old chunk of metal. We sprayed a new paint job on this sucker and about to roll in the cash. I don't know if it's that dramatic. I wouldn't go that far, but 4X in general and Civ in particular has gotten stale as a genre. They're trying new things, but not really sticking the landing. The Sims business model is shitty, yeah. Who doesn't love buying a game in 20 installments of $20? I got over here and it filled up. That's really funny. Okay. I got over here. It filled up. That's great. That's great news, frankly. Now, this is all very... we could absolutely figure something out with a little bit of... we're draining power here. We're not making enough power. This is not unlimited turbo fuel, which is actually a little interesting. The tragedy is I do love the Sims and I do pay the money. Absolutely. I mean, Meg's the same way. You're not really buying a game, you're buying a platform for a game they super promise that they're going to make. Yeah, The Sims has a goddamn chokehold on I feel like this could be a great place for summer sloops, but I just don't know that that's worth it. Sucker is making, but this is supposed to fuel our entire factory and also my inventory, and I don't even have any in my inventory. If you were gonna summer sloop it, should you do it here? And or would you just want less power, more of this? I mean, the other alternative is when we get nuclear up and running, this stuff is, I mean, these make, do they make like 50? They make 250. They make 250 megawatts. This makes 2,500. These are not running constantly. This would run a lot. So a lot of those are green, which is great, but like you could turn a couple of them off and I don't know. It's an interesting question. Either way, apparently it is making stuff, and now this drone is delivering shit. So I guess I'm egg on my face. I thought I broke it again. It's just making so slowly. Is it worth chucking summer sloops in? The summer sloops ain't doing nothing if they're sitting in my inventory. Chat, you have my permission to remind me in the future that my summer sloops are sitting inside of this fuel, this residual fuel producer. Turn this up just in case it can't keep up. If I need to remember where they are. Could power shard this, that's fine. I highly doubt it will matter because this probably won't make it quick enough, but we don't want it to back up on this end of the production. Yeah. All right. Back we go. Sorry, I missed a comment. 1 second. Fix it, reminding you that the life here is inferior and should be cut up and researched for our benefit. Beautiful. Hi, welcome in, Fact Oreos. What a great name, by the way. Fact Oreos. We call that game the F word game around here. Because I referenced it so often while starting this game. Big tips, this is a game. Oh, no shit? No shot? I decided human. Welcome in. Do it less bad. Do it more good. I'll do my best. I really am kind of at a loss about what to do at this exact moment. I think we probably should just figure out the water packaging system, which is why I was checking on fuel, because we need fuel to make the water packaging system work. We're going to have a skyscraper of a factory eventually, by the way. A vertical bus. It's going to be awesome. Time to expand the skate park. If you could build a skateboard in this game, I would be down. Is the skateboard coming in 1.1 or whatever? The 1.1 is the next update, right? Okay. So let's look at what the turbo fuel looks like. We love to see this. We love to see this. Like to see you backed up. That's big. None made it into here because that's overflow. Okay, we had that fucked up too. Great. Love to see it. It's all right. Gonna take a couple of those so that they're in my inventory. That's what this was gonna be for. It's feeding itself first. That's good. Cool. So, water. Is the movement fun in this game? It seems like it could be. Yeah, very. I mean, check this out. This belt is moving very fast. And you can, like, run and jump. Oh, no! Luke, you nearly killed me. I swear to God. I swear to God, Luke. I blame you, but I shouldn't. I shouldn't blame you at all. I thought I had a different fucking thing equipped, and I nearly yeeted myself so hard into the abyss. God damn it. The good thing we stayed calm. I kind of can't believe I made that. Holy shit. Wow. Thank God for this island. That's so funny. Let's see if we can make it back. Oh, yeah, we're good. 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 Thing isn't even working. Things are trash. I should tear them apart. That looks fun as hell. You did sell the game to me a little bit. The movement is fun. I think the movement is a lot of fun. We need drones to bring up. We need drones to package up water. That drone thing should have fuel on it. Our fuel is here. So I kind of feel like I should build the water drone like here. But I don't know if there's water nearby me. Not really. Could pump the water in from over there. Build it. Let's just try it. Let's just try one here. Excuse me. If I can slide around in a game, I can guarantee I'll be doing it as a stim. Absolutely. Just slide, do a little jumping, do a little switching momentum midair. That's me in Fortnite. If I can jump, I'll be jumping. Put the power back here because it's just kind of fun to do it this way. Oh, Catilla clipped it. You're my hero. Thank you, Catilla. This is going to be water. Packaged water out. Packaged water out. Going to get fuel. via a normal splitter. Here. Normal splitter, because the priority here should not matter. Like, it should get some. Once you're on this line, it should get some, but it shouldn't hog stuff from the rest of the factory. So then this will need a drone. Hello, goodbye. God, the drones are actually really satisfying. So we'll need a drone. It's called packaged water out. I thought I said that already. Oh my god, I didn't power the thing up. That's why you're circling, because I didn't power the ship back up. I've nearly fucked up this drone station 17 times. Anything that makes my character do something and doesn't slow me down, or at least not much, I'm going to press that button. I feel like so much of playing with a keyboard, I find this to be especially true on a keyboard. If you can do something on a keyboard, you're going to do it. Because keyboards are just like, you spend so much time sort of a little bit, for lack of a better word, like a little bit bored. Like you're on the way to someplace to just do something with it. Well, you can't, you know. Sip that coffee. Especially if I can do it with my left hand, I'm going to do it, you know? So my thought here is we need to bring something into right there. I don't really want to bring it that way because of the whole way this nastiness is set up. But we could do this right here. Conveyor belt is too steep. Well, that's why we raise it up. What do you? Wait, whoa. What did you just try and do there? You did a weird little bendy boy. Why are you doing a weird little bendy boy? Why are you being all weird with it? Why are you being all weird with it, game? Sometimes boys like to be bendy. I'm all for boys being bendy if the boys want to be bendy. If the game is forcing them to be bendy, then it's just weird. Okay, so from there, we just need a big old belt that stretches this way with a whole shit ton of packaged water. So I would say for that, we probably don't want to go towards this tiny little... Oh, hello. Probably don't want to just go towards this tiny little thing. We probably want to go towards bigger water than that. This water over here look like. Tama, by the way. Tama, chameleon. Can't wait to do this whole thing and then be like, I need way more water. I mean, what did we say? We said 240 meters cubed per nuclear plant. Oh, hello. Oh my god, I just remembered. Hold up. Please. Water also got gray rings. And I got... Did I get it already? Oh, baby. Nope. This. Resource well pressurizer. I can speak. Pressurizer. Yeah, Tama, chameleon. Activates a resource well by pressurizing the underground resource. Must be placed on a resource well. Once activated, resource well extractors can be placed on the surrounding subnodes to extract the resource. Requires power. Overclocking increases the output potential of the entire resource well. 60 meters. Default... Now, hold up here. Default extraction rate is 60 meters cubed of fluid per minute? That's bad. That's half of a water extractor. But you get more nodes, probably. Let's just go look at it. Let's go look at it, see what happens. That's the normal water. And then over here, there's special water. Pressurized water. It's still a long ways away, but we'll get there. Fresh concrete. Fresh concrete. Oh, that's a big jump. That's a big boy jump. Hey, that shouldn't have taken damage. All right, so you do one of these right here. Holy shit. Something's mad at me. Yeah? Oh, yeah? I'm not scared of you. Extractor's connected. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. We power this up. They all probably go at higher than. So 6 times 70 is 7 times 60 is 420. Okay, that's getting there. That's getting there. How fast do you think a packager can package water? 60 per minute if you have canisters. To run one nuclear power section, we're going to need... Dude, I might need fluid trains. Even if this is bumped up. 250 of 60 is 150? So 2 of these completely maxed out if they're constantly supplied with canisters. No, sorry. Each one of these has 2 meters cubed inside of it. Hold up. Hold up. How much is in a packaged water? Each packaged water is 1 meter cubed. So that is 150 cubic meters of water per minute. I need 2 of these machines running just to feed 1 nuclear plant. Oh boy, my brain hurts. Who would have thought water would be the issue with nuclear? Water's the issue with nuclear, huh? Meg's yelling at me from the other room. You gotta cool stuff off, babe. Hey, why don't you cut your watermelons into quarters and then like rotate them one quarter to rotate and then like... She said, I am, bitch. Do your ratio math. I am, kinda. Meg knows best. H is in the chat for sure. Oh, boy. My brain hurts. Sometimes you ever just want to give up. Bye, Luke. Oh, bye. It was fun to see you today. Okay. I must be strong. I must be strong for my wife who is new to factory games. I must be strong for her. There are 2 water things here. If we wanted to build a water train, this might be the place to do it. Send that... Oh, it's already on the train line. Send that shit up into the air via pipes. Must be placed on an active fracking satellite node. Is this? Oh, this is fracking. Duh. This is definitely fracking. Okay. We got to pressurize it from the inside out, chat. We're fracking this bitch. Of course we're fracking this planet. Ada would not let us go without fracking. All right, let's bring some power to it and see. I think the answer here is probably going to be trains. But I don't know how much a... Okay, I think you can transport fluids. Fluid freight platform. 1,600 meters cubed. So 1,600 meters cubed. It can support 1 nuclear power plant for 6 minutes. And that's easier because then you don't have to have an insane amount of canisters. You do have to have an insane amount of pumps pumping water. Well, I mean, we'll see if we can even do it. Can you even pump water straight up? Up to that. Then we bring it over to nuclear. Then we offload it. I don't know how you offload it exactly. This is very interesting. A very interesting problem here. Bye, Ella. Thanks for being here today. Good to see you. Have fun at dinner. Go up this way. Very interesting problem here. Fracking extraction is my favorite to watch in operation in this game. Chat, Burrito Salad loves fracking. Oh, this is pure too. There's also this. There's also this. Pure? Are they all pure? Oh! Oh! Oh, that's terrifying. You're pressurizing it? He loves watching you frack. Get your frack on. Get your frack on. I mean, this could hurt if it hits me, right? Probably. That's awesome. That's really cool. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, that's cool. Quick stop at the natural bidet. I'm waiting. Come on. Do it to me. I want it. Quick, get your frack on. Get your frack on. I have no idea what fracking is. Is the joke about it sounding like fucking, or is there something funny about fracking itself? Fracking is a highly contentious, like, environmental concern that is very much current events, like in current events these days. So I was just making a joke about Burrito Salad having a specific political opinion, even when I probably shouldn't have been making that joke. But very short of it is fracking is very bad for the environment. Yeah, what even said. I want it to bidet me though. I really want it to bidet me. I guess I'll put this resource well extractor on and see what happens. Trying really hard? What do you mean? What do you mean? Trying really hard? What do you fucking mean? What? The game says trying really hard. Fracking, kind of. Trying really hard. Extracting. Respawning lizard doggos. Keeping the cogs turning. Producing. Doing my best. Producing. Feeding the developers, keeping the cogs turning, working sorta. Doing my best. This is amazing. That's really funny. That's really funny. Okay, we got to figure out exactly how this shit works. 660 meters cubed. So there's 7 of them, right? I really want it to bidet me, dude. I said that right as Carly added the thing again. This is the first time you've tapped a resource well, correct? Yes. I don't exactly know how to go about designing this. All we have is Pipeline Mark II, which is 600 meters cubed. If we could fill a 600 meters cubed, and then each freight car held 1,600 meters cubed, one 600 meters cubed pipeline going up would actually only be, for a 3x3 train, that's 4,800. That's 8 minutes to load. But of course, you would have 16 minutes or more, like 18, 20 minutes of one nuclear power plant running. So that's interesting. You're probably going to want to run more power plants, so you should probably... I think the short answer is you should just get more pipes going up. This is very interesting. This is very interesting. I feel good about the fact that we have decided extractors connected. Here's the other thing I wanted to look at was this shit. Okay, so it does tell you, I think that's what it's telling you, is how many extractors are connected. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, and it's telling you how many are of which kind. So, on this one, 2 are impure, 5 are pure. Wait. I now get what the UI is communicating. 2 are impure, 5 are... So the math is all wrong because some of these will not do that many. The impure ones will do less than that, but... 30 meters cubed per minute versus 120. We could speed it all up. Long answer, the math the back of the napkin math that I was doing, though, is we're going to need a lot of pipelines. Because one pipeline is certainly not going to cut it. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We need to build this from the top down, meaning we need to go to the train station. Oh, okay. I think a train makes sense. I think a train is the way to move large quantities of water. Drones would just be like, we'd immediately be taxing a drone system that is not that robust. I'm so mad because we don't know exactly what to do with our... I wish I had nuclear figured out. If I had nuclear figured out, I'd feel so much more comfortable knowing if that is the place that I want the nuclear plants, or if I'm just creating an extra step in the transportation over there, you know? I don't know. Move the nuclear plant. I mean, half of me is just like, move the nuclear plants. At this point, a large part of me is like, if water's the problem for nuclear plants, move the fucking nuclear plants. The place with the water. Don't put them up high out here. Build them in the middle of this ocean or in the middle of one of these. Build them in the middle of some big-ass fucking water. Especially, that's the swamp. We do not want to go there. Especially, are there any... Hold up. Let's do this. Let's think about the problem the other way. Water. There's a good amount of water in terms of, like, geysers in this area. A couple other up north, a couple right here. But there is, like... This one is 6 pure, and this one is 5 pure. This is the most water we're going to get out of the ground in any one place. Why don't we move nuclear here? And the next thing is, like, you have to shifting water vertically is the biggest problem. So if we're going to do it over here, we need to find a place where it isn't quite so vertically shifted. But the problem with that is it's a little bowl. And I don't know that we could build all of the nuclear down in the bowl. So then the next question is, if we're just going to build nuclear, half of the water is right there, half of the water is right here. Right there. My instinct is the only way to future-proof anything is to build it up in the air. And the reason for that is if you do that, then you have a clear horizon you can build it out to. And now I'm coming back to full circle. We'll put a train station right here. If we need more water, we can build a train station over here for more water. I don't know how rough it's going to be shifting something like... Let's do the math. 5 pure at 120 is 600. Couple impure, 660, 700. Times it by 2.5. $16.50 per minute. From one node, if I use power shards. The other thing is 600 is 840. There's like 7. There's 6, I think. So it's like 720. At the other thing, 800. We can do like 3,000 water, cubic meter, water per second right here if we can just get the pipes up into the air. That's so fucking... I don't think we'll need more than that. Oh boy, I've come completely full circle. Anyways. Hi, Wet Church. How's it going? Uh-oh. An exclamation Snuffles in the chat? I can't wait to see how wrong I am about this. But the thing about 4,800... what is the math I just did? It's like 3,000 water a minute. The thing about 3,000 water a minute from that whole system using that whole train is that is just that's 10 of these power sharded all the way out. Oh boy, my head hurts. Raise your hand if you're following along at home. Chuck 10 of these off the island. Pump the water up. Shove it full of pipes, of pumps. You'll have water for days. You can also just keep adding more. I mean, it'll be ugly as sin. Pipelines for forever. Hand is firmly on my desk. Hand raised but hesitant. And the worst part of it all is that I don't know what to freaking do with the goddamn fissile uranium when I'm done. I'm using my full brain trying to understand fracking based on a video Evo sent me, so I have no idea what you're actually talking about. My like second grader understanding of fracking is sort of what was going on over there is the tough part of like extracting oil from the ground is like you, and this could be so wrong, and I just want to say that for clarity. Is it like to get oil out of the ground, to get the resources out of the ground, you got to sort of find it and then vacuum it up. And you got to continually find it and vacuum it up. Rather than vacuum this big like space with all this stuff in it, what if instead you turned the vacuum into one of those like a pump, like a thing that blows up a tent, and you stuck something in there and you just blew a shit ton of pressure in there, and then it would find its way out and you could just extract it from the place it finds its way out. I really know nothing about fracking. Can you tell? It's injecting water forcefully to extract oil from shale instead of the regular crude oil extraction. So it is a like inherently different. That's why I stopped saying oil halfway through, Lumella. Is it an inherently different case of existence of natural gas? Fracking is for natural gas or oil. It's locked in the rock matrix. Can you lock me inside of the rock matrix? Maybe that would be really good for my brain. The fluid is injected to fracture the rock and make extraction easier. The processes vary a bit. Fracking is gas trapped in rock, so it comes out when rock is smashed. Okay. What are the odds I could pull this off? I'm back again. I'm full fucking circle to this again. 50 to make that happen. That unlocks Mark III for us, which then allows us to build turbo motors. But turbo motors require... Can't even... turbo motors require... I don't even know what they require. I could probably buy one, though. These require that other shit, so I would need... I need 50 plus... $64. 114. And then I need 166 cooling system. I don't even think I can get cooling system yet. But these, I can. I need 160 something. Chat, I'm an actual dummy. Has Spoiler Chat been yelling at me? Has Spoiler Chat been screaming at me about this? I was like, dang, these things are really expensive compared to the other things. They're not. They're not. Front seat, have they been yelling at me? Someone did catch it. Shout out to that person. Oh my god.
Parts purchase confirmed.
We don't need to buy that many.
By X times part value plus fix-it stock value.
We have so many coupons. It's not that we're lacking coupons at all. Okay, well, that's good. That's very good. Solve that. Oh.
The Miner Mark III provides top-of-the-line resource extraction potential, making it even easier to contribute to project assembly. Project part number 8, the thermal propulsion rocket, is the most complex project part of this phase as it requires turbo motors, and thus requires your best. Fix it. Didn't think pioneers such as you could get this far. I am glad we have both proven them wrong.
Oh, man, I'm glad we figured that out. Otherwise, YouTube would have screamed at me later. Okay, so then we should have enough for this. Just got to get some quick wire, right? Need a little bit more of that. And we're good here. So, one more turbo motor purchase. One fused modular frame purchase. And then some quick wire. Turbo motor, fused modular frame. And used modular frame. Buy. We have used some of our coupons, but it's totally okay. That's going to be absolutely worth it. So, we do have Mark III miners, which is fun, and I can build them right now. But I can only build a couple because of the things that we have. We bought the parts. That's exciting, though. It doubles once again, so things are about to get crazy. So, turbo mutter, by the way. The thing I just figured out was thermal propulsion rocket, miners Mark III, and turbo mutters. Currently, we're going to research this as soon as 3 minutes. We're going to research nuclear pasta, finally. Why does it say nuclear pasta requires power usage? The fuck does that mean? Okay, let's take a look at this. That's a rhetorical question, by the way. Nuclear pasta sounds tasty and very spicy. Nuclear pasta. I can't wait to make nuclear pasta. It's got a great name. But it says it uses power.
Leland Hart.
Rune Snips, thanks so much for the sub. How are you? Okay, real quick. Let's go through. Let's do it. We're deep in. We're lost in the Satisfactory sauce, anyways. We have made it so that we can make nitrogen gas. We're gonna have to use that to make other items. That's a step we haven't done yet. After we've done that, we can take some of those items. We can mix nitrogen gas with water to make nitric acid. We can use a particle accelerator, which has extremely high and unstable power usage. It's a good thing we're doing nuclear, dude. We're going to need so much power. We can use a particle accelerator to turn non-fissile uranium into fissile plutonium. Fissile plutonium can be used to make encased plutonium cells, which requires concrete, by the way, which is very dope. Which can then be turned into plutonium fuel rod, which is fuel for nuclear power plants. I have fuel for nuclear power plants, so I'm confused. It also produces plutonium waste when consumed. Love that shit. What do you do with plutonium waste? I bet this is way more... Hey, chat, front seat question about the real world. Is plutonium way more productive than uranium when it comes to nuclear power in the real world? Oh, it's gotta be. I thought about asking, is plutonium more radioactive than uranium? That's probably another way to ask it, but it's been a while since I've done chemistry. Ask Mr. Oppenheimer. Depends on the isotope. I'm guessing plutonium has the higher potential. Did that have to be a front seat? I said front seat just to clarify in case people were like, I don't want to answer that because it also ties into the game. But yeah, it didn't have to be a front seat question. Hey, front seat question. What's today's date? Oh, the quickfire. Forgot. Oh, boy. I'm kind of getting the vibe from this that power is going to be an enormous issue. If nuclear pasta requires power, I don't even know what that could possibly fucking mean. It's an item. You put it on a belt, it looked like. How can it require power? Particle accelerator requires lots of power and is highly unstable, so you don't know how much power you even need, meaning batteries, but also meaning you're going to need more power.
Milestone reached. Project part number 9, nuclear pasta, can be created in the particle accelerator. The accelerator has vast and fluctuating power demands, depending on the recipe, so will need careful integration with your factory. Fix-It does not waste, so nuclear waste can be refined by the particle accelerator into plutonium for reuse in the nuclear power plant. Fun fact: Fix-It psychologists suggest factory designs reflect the minds of their creators in unexpected ways.
That's hilarious.
On an unrelated note, your infrastructural choices have been interesting.
Your infrastructural choices have been interesting. Okay. Oh, this is so fucking interesting. My head hurts, chat. I barely have a handle on what I've built so far. This is very exciting, though. That's everything researched from Tier 8. Let's look at nuclear pasta in the codex. Let's do it. 200 copper powder and a pressure conversion cube produced in a particle accelerator. So that's what it's saying about probably about the no. Why does nuclear pasta say power usage on it? I can't think of a single other thing in the game. Is it a fuel? I can't think of a single other thing in the game that says power usage. I can't think of a single thing. There it is. So I think, okay. So the power usage stat is for the particle accelerator. That makes sense. That's why I was searching for this earlier, because I know you can make this inside of a, never mind, you don't. You make this inside of a blender. You make it inside of a particle accelerator. So it's the range of which the particle accelerator might take. 500 to 1500 megawatts. Now we need to diagram out how we take our uranium waste, turn it into non-fissile uranium. That part can be done in a blender. But it takes a shit ton of resources. Then take some of that non-fissile uranium and add it with uranium waste to make plutonium pellets. Plutonium pellets we can chuck with concrete into an assembler or a crafting bench to make encased plutonium cells, which we can toss in a manufacturer to make plutonium fuel rods. This is all screaming to me. On every one of these items, I need to determine where it should be built. And we should basically just work backwards. Encased plutonium fuel rod, that's a bus item. All of these options are on the bus. Encased plutonium cells, that's a bus item. Plutonium pellet, particle accelerator, I'm not sure where we put that. It's probably fucking huge. I can see, actually, right? It's actually not as big as I would have guessed. Holy shit. I mean, it's tall. So we might need to take 2 to 3 floors of the factory. Would you consider yourself to be in the end game? Chat, am I in the end game? Yes or no? Front seat question. You can only say yes or no. You can also say hazy. We asked this question the other day, and it got an interesting response. My guess the other day was that no, I was not. And a couple people said yes, and most people, I think, said no, if I'm remembering correctly. The problem here that I'm seeing is, like, almost all of this needs to be on the bus. Do I need to put my fucking nuclear plant on the bus? Because one uranium fuel rod makes like 50 uranium waste or some shit. Meaning you have an enormous amount of material. You need to turn a bunch of it, into non-fissile uranium in order to react it with a little bit of uranium waste. That's an interesting thing because one of those is a product and one of those is a higher level product. So you got to figure out how to do that. You need all kinds of liquids. Nitric acid, sulfuric acid, and water. This is the one that I'm like, we could put this somewhere else. Non-fissile uranium could be at a place where you can get nitric acid and sulfuric acid similarly together. My brain hurts. Oh, boy. I'm going to sit here and eat a peanut butter cracker. How are you guys, chat? Our batteries are draining. Cam says, losing my mind? Uh-oh, what at? Carly says, I wish I was retired. Are you sharing your peanut butter crackers with the class? Yeah, here, have one. I don't even know what to. That's the hardest part, I think, of this part of the game, is it's like, I'm now at the point where I need to process a lot of information and make a lot of simultaneous decisions about where we host different parts of the of my building, of the different materials and different builds. And what I decide for one of those affects what I do for all of the others. So it's tough because this is why blind playthroughs of these games are always so fun. I don't know the consequences of any of my decisions either. So I think I have decided that most of those things should be built on the bus. However, plenty of things I'm about to build require nitrogen gas, and the fluids is a big part of this. They're not small quantities. 25, 25. That's not super small. On the other hand, one thing we have working for us is that we are almost at the exact right level to add fluids to the vertical bus. I've been sort of avoiding it. Partially because I thought I'm going to have to bring a train in with fluids. I'm going to have to drop fluids all the way down there, bring it over, and then pump that shit all the way up. But I actually don't know that that is what I will need to do. Because now I could bring fluids down a little bit, over, plug them in here, and shoot them up. Saving myself just some resources, but also some time and sanity and lots of other things. So if we were going to put fluids on the bus, how would we do it? We would put them on the 5th little like this is the blueprints are like 1, 2, 3, 4. We'd have to put them on the 5th one all the way over there, and it could be the like fluid specific one. That could work. I think that's probably we'd have to do a little bit of math. Pipeline pumps Mark II increase head lift 50 meters. To me, that means one pump per section. That's overkill for sure, but I don't really care. So, what you might do with it would be like this. This is going to be a test build. Will that not work there? I'm missing materials. Wow. FSQ, does a large... What does FSQ mean? Does a large glass of wine, it's 8:30 p.m. here in the UK, count as fluid intake and hydration? I think so, for sure. What does FSQ stand for, though? Fronty question. I understand. Okay, okay. Yeah, I think so. I think what you would do here is just simply replace these with these. Then you've got... Ignore this. It's all ugly. Then you've got like boom, 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 boom. Those are the floor holes. I don't think what you'd probably want to do would be this. We'd need so much power, which is actually the next part. You need a pipeline Mark II per... Which looks so ugly, and then you have to do this and go boom, boom, etc., etc., etc. It's a wee bit ugly. If you needed to break some off, how you would do it is probably... You'd probably leave enough room on the bottom and then do one of these. And then go boom. And you would want to even... Okay, we're designing it all. We're designing it all. You'd want to... Either of these have... Conveyor walls? Oh, no. They've got conveyor walls, but they don't have... Wait, we could just do this. Just do a normal wall, and you would add... fucking... pipeline wall hole. Go boom through that. Didn't realize how expensive your blueprint was to make. It's wild. It's very expensive. Very expensive. There's a whole lot of shit in it. So I think now we get to start potentially trying to design a blueprint in the an actual blueprint for it. That's interesting. Yeah, I actually probably am going to call it here, Evo. I think probably this makes a lot of sense as a place to call it, or here in the next minute or two. So we'll have to build the blueprint for how this whole thing will look. Yime, by the way. Oh, man. This game. What an interesting problem. Okay. What an underwhelming place to leave it, but I'm going to stop right here. Ooh, off camera, I'll probably build the bus up and make it taller, but I won't design the new thing. I may add some, like a fluid train station or something too, I'm not sure. You were hoping for more complexity later on. I sure was. And fluids are just not fun complexity, but that's fine. We did need to tackle it. It would be ridiculous if we tried not to tackle it. I am excited that we have a better understanding than ever. Nuclear is going to be tough, but I'm excited to see what... Here's the one other thing I was going to look at. Does this say fuel... energy values? What the fuck? Uranium fuel rod. 750,000 megajoules. Plutonium fuel rod. 1.5 million. That's a lot. 750,000, 1.5 million. So that one just doubles. But our a battery has 6,000. We haven't even made a battery yet. Turbo fuel. 2,000. Compared to 1.5 million. Holy shit. All right, that's going to do it for our episode. Thanks so much for watching for our stream. I'm still super early game for Satisfactory. This all looks nuts for me. It is nuts. It's nuts. Welcome to my drone army. Oh, all right. See ya. All right, bye. See ya. Thanks for hanging out, you guys. See ya. Oh, boy, my brain hurts. Meg, how's your factory going? She said, I'm confused. Me too. Want to switch? No, I don't want to switch. There's no way. Megan says, if I can figure out a more efficient way to build a windmill. Let me take a look at it. Let me take a crack. That's what I got right now. The The fuck's a windmill? Here, grab that. What'd you say?
There's a shape in this game that looks like a windmill that doesn't exist naturally in the game. Now, apparently some maps have half windmill shapes. My map does not have a half windmill shape. I only have a quarter windmill. So I have to cut that shape into fourths, destroy everything that's not the one little piece of windmill, and then put it back together to do double windmills.
Windmills, am I right?
Yeah.
You're working on windmills, I'm working on fracking.
Windmills are better.
Do you like my desktop background, by the way?
Yeah.
Look at the left one, the tall monitor on the left. I'm going to minimize chat. Look at this one. It's just anyways, all right. I'm going to get off here. What are you playing, Meg? Meg's playing Shapes. She's addicted. It looks like a lot of fun. I want to play it.
My belt. I can upgrade my belts again, but guess what? That's the least helpful upgrade of all fucking time because nothing else is upgraded.
I think you should have a half windmill. The maps are randomly generated and infinite, Langhar says. Langhar with the front seat Shapes info.
Are infinite what? Mine
maps
is not
are randomly
infinite.
randomly generated and infinite?
I can't scroll past a certain point.
Maybe not on iOS.
Look. Oh, wait. Go the other way. Go the other way. I was already at the edge.
I don't know. I feel like we got to get you Shapes on Steam next.
But I've already
Put hours
committed
into
to the
this. Yeah, yeah,
factory.
no way, no way, no way. All right. That's going to do it for stream. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. I don't know why I just talked to you like I'm getting off the phone with my mom. I'll talk to you later. Love you. Bye.